We want to thank Parrot Dog for being an amazing partner this year. Great beer and great conversation go hand in hand, and we couldn't have asked for a better pairing. To close the year, they're dropping 2 limited releases for those that enjoy a holiday tipple. LR35 is a West Coast IPA loaded with Simcoe, Mosaic, Strata, and Cryo Columbus hops, showcasing punchy citrus, tropical, berry, and dank characters. While the other, LR36, is a hazy IPA brewed with Dulcita, Crush, and Citra hop varieties, showcasing juicy stone fruit, tropical, and berry characters with a lush mid-palate and low bitterness to finish. Grab these now and enjoy in the sun as the year wraps up. Welcome back to the Design Principles Pod. As we close out another huge year, we just want to start by saying a big thank you. This show has grown far beyond what we expected when we first hit record, and that's entirely because of you guys, the listeners, who tune in on site, in the studio, on the commute, or while trying to push a deadline that probably should have been extended a few weeks ago. Your feedback is honestly what keeps us going. Every DM, review, message, or bit of critique helps shape where we're taking the conversation next. So if you haven't already, let us know what's worked, what hasn't, and what you want more of in the new year. It makes a bigger difference than you think. Today's episode is a bit of a loose one, bit of waffle, half-formed ideas, mild rants, and a general debrief as we wrap up 2025. Nothing heavy, just a chance to reflect and reset before everyone clocks off for a well-earned break. Wherever you are, we hope you get some downtime, good drink in hand, and a chance to reset with the family and people that you love and care about the most. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and thanks for being part of this journey with us. Let's dive in.
So we're definitely pro merch. Not even that expensive. Buying in bulk.
When you think of it from an advertising budget point of view, like $1,000 on 50 hats, it's not that bad. When you can then have like people wearing them all the time, it's like a permanent billboard.
Yeah, I mean, I've already put my hand up for one of your hats.
Yeah, sign me up.
That'll be your gift from me, Gerard. I don't know who I've got for Secret Santa. Gerard's joining.
They're about
Gerard's
$20
joining us for the Christmas party. We've just collected all the architectural orphans in Wellington.
Nice.
And a couple of builders and a couple of engineers.
Yeah. What are you doing?
We're doing some beach games, followed by a gingerbread house making competition.
Awesome. That's an architecture Christmas
Not allowed to prefab,
party, that's for sure.
but you've got to prefab your sheets. Because we looked for heaps of places to see if you could just buy gingerbread sheets, but you couldn't do it. So you got to BYO gingerbread sheets to.
I've got to learn how to bake.
Oh my God. There's not enough architects in this world.
You just bring a sheet of steel.
I'm surprised you can't get that from Warehouse Stationery or
I was actually really surprised.
The French art shop.
We could buy it, but it was crazy expensive for, 20 sheets of gingerbread or something.
Yeah. Plus, the best part about gingerbread men is eating the dough.
Gerard, I'm looking forward to seeing how you hydroform a gingerbread house.
Yeah. Wow.
By blowing beer into it? I don't know.
Filling it with frosting.
A Parrot Dog supplying you with a supply of beer?
We'll probably go and ask them to hook us up. Yeah.
Nice. Yep. Sponsored by Design Principles Podcast.
And then we're going to play bowls after that.
Classic.
Yep.
Angle.
Yeah, it'd be good fun. We've actually got the Lyle Bay Business bowling competition this Friday to see who holds lordship over the bay for the coming year.
Training nights.
I watch them every day when I walk through on my way home, but can't say I've bowled a ball.
It's such a good little bowl spot, eh?
That's awesome, man. It's super vibrant. There's so much stuff's going on there all the time. It's really cool.
Yeah, I looked up briefly.
Yeah.
Walk through there to my old workshop, which was Umbrella Recyclers, just opposite the Leaning Tower of...
Were you there?
Airport. Yeah, that was my first workshop.
I remember going there, actually. You just had like a bunch of containers.
Yeah. Still got one down there. It's now my paint room.
Nice.
The genesis of Gerard Dombrowski Workshop. Or at the time, it was called QCAT because shipping containers have like QCAP, and then which just a derivative of cubic capacity. But somebody had mushed all the letters around, and I just pulled the dot out, and it kind of looked like a really nice word visually, QCAP.
Nice.
So if you get a invoice from me, it's from QCAP Limited.
Is that why your emails one of your emails that doesn't work and keeps bouncing back to me is at QCAP?
Yeah, that one's gone now. My neighbor is
sweet.
a tech guru.
What made you change?
Let me sort it out. Authorship. It's like probably for the same reason you want like a company that doesn't bear your name. Get it?
So the opposite reason.
So, well, yeah, like kind of leaning into the art object end of things. So I think authorship's relatively important rather than being like faceless QCAP Limited, but the company's still called QCAP Limited, trading as Director and Prosecutor.
Is that interesting setup?
My accountant was supposed to do it, and then it took like a couple of years, and I realised he hadn't done it.
Well, you can do it. I did it, and it's pretty easy. You can just swap over your existing company, change the name, basically.
Just have a ladder of companies, shell corporations in different countries.
Just rewire all your
Trusts
funds
and
through
trusts.
things. Well, the trust setup's interesting, eh? Do you guys have trusts set up?
Do actually. I did it, set it up when I was still at Makers.
Yeah.
2 trusts, one for personal assets and one for investments.
Yeah, right. And
Yep.
then you've got
Tough work, though.
so confusing.
Monitoring.
Yeah, and then we've got a trustee company.
The fact is, I'm just not wealthy enough to own a trust. It's like a desert in there.
It's
What
all
are you
right.
going to do?
It's still a landscape. I'm pretty sure there was like quite a long time ago how architects should hide them.
So yeah, it's not so
Hide
much
them.
hiding them as it's protecting them from liability.
Yeah, which is why we got them and why I'll always have them, because we have construction companies.
Yeah.
You're a lot more vulnerable. Architecture firms, yes, definitely has
vulnerable
its
still.
risks. Nowhere near as much as construction, though, I don't think, personally. You don't
Pretty
really
sure
hear of that many architecture firms going under, but I hear about a construction company folding every other day.
Yeah,
Was it-
that's true. I think it's easier to fold a construction company than an architecture firm, though.
Yeah, but you also you probably get a lot more fortune.
No, I think they just run out of cash flow and they literally go bankrupt.
Yeah, and then just go, boop, close,
Yeah.
Phoenix.
Yeah, and you got staff to pay and you got materials to pay. So it's very cash flow heavy company, whereas architecture is not. It's like your bills get paid, you get paid, and that's it.
If
You
your
know?
bills
It's
get
pretty
paid.
simple. You don't even have material. You might have some overheads, but all you got to do is have enough money in the bank to
Pay
for
salaries.
a rainy day fund.
Yeah.
And you're good to go.
Yeah, it's interesting stuff. It's stuff that I feel like they should teach more at uni, or maybe even classes outside of uni. Maybe the NZAA should hold.
They probably do.
classes.
I mean, they do in a way. There's,
I'm not
100 or something practice notes that you're open to peruse at your leisure.
Man, we should do some practice notes next year. We should do like a practice note each and then come on here and talk about our practice note.
They're
to each
so-
other.
Boring, though.
But yeah, pricing jobs, man, after all these years, I still have a lot to learn.
I actually
And I
read,
get asked.
I read one the
quite
other
a bit.
day. Well, I had
Did
to
you?
give
Well
I had to
done.
give an expert. I was
Tell-
an expert witness on something, and had to. I just didn't know what to do. Just read the practice note. It was pretty helpful, actually.
Yeah. By practice note, you mean ChatGPT?
No, legitimately use a practice note.
ChatGPT, read this practice note
so proud of yourself.
and
Summarize.
answer my question.
Do you know what's funny is legitimately I did read it, and then afterwards I
Yeah.
went, "Why did I do that? Why didn't I just get it summarized?" But yeah,
Yeah, the summaries are super handy, actually.
they're good.
Big learning.
That's super helpful.
Nice. Oh, nearly at the end of the year. What are we yarning about today?
There's a
Gerard's-
long preamble into a unplanned discussion. It's just a wrap up, isn't it? It's probably
Oh, I know what I want to hear about.
all right, Gerard.
Gerard's thing. I've got something cool to say as well. Demoed a house today.
Did you find anything cool in it?
Nope.
Oh.
It was a big house. And yeah, it was fun.
They're
Big
off the-
development underway now, which is pretty exciting for us.
Did you get to drive the
So
digger?
that's a milestone. Yeah, definitely not. Nope. But it was pretty funny. They must have had kind of a fresh guy on because I came in, I was like, oh, I'll take some photos. And the digger driver had just stepped out of the digger and he was like, oh, I'm not going to do anymore. I don't actually feel comfortable, pulling the rest of the house down. Because it's like a 3-story, real old, terrible 3-story building. But it was kind of close to the neighbor's property. So he must have got a bit nervous. And the boss was there and he was like giving him a lecture and he's like, oh, well, what happened is, you stopped and you got out and you thought about it for too long. And if you just continue the flow and you just got it there and got it done, you would have been all right.
Meanwhile, there's half a house.
I'm laughing.
Meanwhile, there's half a house just swaying in the wind.
God, I was like, that's such a funny call. Yeah. Man, no, there's so much hardware in those things. Like, they are still so rigid, even when, the structure's been pulled out away from under them. And anyway, like this guy came along and he had obviously had a lot of experience and it was gone in like a minute.
Crazy, eh?
So, yeah, those things are gnarly.
Do you salvage any of it?
Well, they do, right? They take it all away and then they recycle it all.
They pick through it.
They pick it all apart.
Yeah, right. That's quite good. That's good to hear. Well, you hope that they do.
No, they do. They do. Yeah. That's like how they make most of their money.
Selling off salvage. Yeah, that makes sense.
I did
that was cool.
Did a summer of demo in Christchurch back after the earthquakes.
Did you?
Residential red zone. Friend was in the city. I was just going, we would like smash out a house in a day or two.
Damn.
The tricky ones were the polystyrene houses, stucco finish.
Yeah. Just flying everywhere?
No, just the tipping cost of dumping polystyrene with the stucco on the outside is so high that we were there with like shovels and stuff, like chipping the polystyrene away, or chipping trying to separate the two. Because I think you're paying by weight, and if polystyrene's in there, like cost of dumping that by weight is probably your whole profit margin gone. But yeah, they would pull all the windows out, and I guess all the steel would go to the recyclers. Everything kind of got itemized to a pretty large degree.
It's quite refreshing to hear, because I'd always figured that those guys just wouldn't care and they'd just come and pull it down, chuck it in a tip, move on. But it's good to know that, that is being done. Like when we demoed that place in Queenstown, I think they salvaged something like 80% of it, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, they definitely do. And we were like, oh, can we get in there and take this and take that? And they were like, no, that's, that's like the cream of the crop. It's ours.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, you give us the whole thing and we'll recycle it all. You're not taking any of it.
Guess you got to get in and take what you want first before they... Yeah.
We took the fireplace.
What, is it an old like coal rangey type thing? Or
yeah, like a big old Massport thing. Yeah.
What are you going to do with that?
Well, actually, one of our architectural graduates here took it and he's just putting it in his house.
Damn.
Because he lives he's got like a farmhouse like out of town and it's cold, apparently.
In Auckland? Surely not.
Well, uninsulated perhaps.
I'm about to relive early life in the South Island again.
I know, Dunedin.
Are you heading down?
Yeah.
It's locked in, yeah. We're moving in February.
You got any jobs on down there?
Not in Dunedin. Well, one in Dunedin. Lots on in Central. So, chance to sort of grow, hopefully. But it's going to be a long period.
Office in Wellington, Central Otago and Dunedin?
Yeah, I mean, the Central Otago office is only when I'm there and by appointment. But we can roll up to my house if you want, but probably scare some Airbnb guests. It's kind of exciting. It's going to be interesting to work. It's going to be like quite interesting to work in a new space, like a new city. You get so used to the operation of a place, like how the Wellington market works and consenting works and everything. So I look forward to that. I think it'll be interesting if I can get some jobs.
Anyway, tell us about your project.
Yeah, a little update on it. Like me talking up a big game and saying I was going to hydroform the building. I've started. That's good. There's 8 sheets, about 6 ton of water.
6 ton of water.
No.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you recycle it? Did you drink it all after?
Christ.
Yeah. All into the cistern.
Did it threaten to pop?
No.
That's good.
I think there's, for the scientists out there, maybe there's some out there that know fluid dynamics better than the rest of us. But the pressure per inch on the weld is probably reduced at that larger scale when you've got so much water and then so much weld. But I also triple welded everything, which was probably unnecessary, but get a safe, so sorry. But yeah, we've been polishing it up, and now I'm starting to frame the inside. I have a camera, so for those who YouTube, it's hard you might be able to see. But
Here it is.
Nice.
Damn.
It looks
So-
like a big parcel.
It looks shiny. Maybe that's your window.
that side's getting shinier. I think we're up to 1,000 grit on that side.
Nice.
Whoa.
Yeah, got a guy helping out who's doing bloody good. Yeah, just starting to layer it all up. I like things like spray foaming the inside. I guess steel is going to be like a shipping container for that, so it's going to
Yeah.
condensate like all hell on the inside. But if you spray foam it, then you move the dew point. But
Have you got a
Nobody
little
really
chimney in
got-
there?
nah, it's going to be electric.
Oh, yeah. Like infrared.
Nah, it's got coils and
Oh, yeah.
got the stones. It's essentially like a bucket with a bunch of heating elements running through it.
So a little 2-man sauna, 2-person sauna.
Yeah, I think you could fit 3 in there. Probably 3 comfortably, 4 if you like.
Sweaty bodies.
A tight squeeze.
People. Yeah.
Hang some. Have
Sweet.
you got a little
Get up.
sausage rack where you hang the sausages
Yeah.
over the sauna? And some beer holders. You need some cup holders in there.
Yeah, there was a request for a speaker shelf.
Oh, yeah, that's smart.
Have you got a client or are you just doing it?
No, this is for a client,
Cool. Nice.
which is great. I can't really afford to self-fund this one.
Yeah.
Gigantic saunas.
Yeah, the sheet metal alone is what, like just under $7,000, including just
Damn.
like 8 sheets of 3mm 316.
Did the hydroforming go as planned, or did you kind of want it to bulge more, or were you kind of happy with how it turned out?
I did it twice. The first time it sort of started folding in places, which I didn't really count for. So then I went and bought some bars and welded them to the sides and then had another go. So I'm pretty happy with it. But I think there's refinements that I'd make in the process for the next one.
Do you think it'd be easy, the cost obviously of the material, do you think it'd be easy to go bigger?
Yeah. Yeah, my mind goes places. Like now I'm thinking of like, would I hydroform a house? I just need a client with a lake out front. And then we can like weld the floor, big sheet metal floor welded together. And you push with some sides, push it out onto the water, weld the roof. And then just like a couple of vents, sink it, like the vents, hydroform it underwater, bob around, a couple of buoys on there. And then you just pump some air into it and refloat it. And then drag it up like you would a ship in those shipyards and
That seems way
That's
too technical.
wild.
I literally would have been like, place beside lake, pump water into it, and then the water just
pump the
goes
water
straight back into the lake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I'm the savage you've been.
I think at that stage, there's so much gravity at play, like pushing the bottom down at the same time. So you get like kind of the Irwin fat house that kind of sags down. I feel like you'd start to get a bit.
So you want it kind of floating as well.
Yeah, but if you did it underwater, then it would be equalized and it would hydroform the same everywhere. So I think
That's interesting.
You could maybe control the shape.
Should test
of the water.
that.
Yeah, just need a pond.
A swimming pool. Yeah.
Pond and a daring client. I like it. How heavy
Are there any?
are they, Gerard? Like, how heavy is the sauna?
This one's I should actually I could calculate it quite accurately just on how much steel I've put in, but I would guess maybe 400 or 500 kgs.
Not crazy.
And have you?
So
have
like
you-
easily high-abable.
You could ask ChatGPT how much 3 sheets of 3mm stainless weighs.
Have you considered how the sweat gets out?
Yeah, well, it's a sauna, so it's, this goes back to my spray foam chat. There's only one company that services Wellington for spray foaming in your walls, but they operate out of a truck, which I believe comes from Auckland. And so it must be a fair bit of kit involved. The minimum charge was $2,500,
Oof.
excluding gist. So I found a guy in Auckland that's sold me a kit. So I'm Wellington's newest spray foam installer.
Actually, have you got like accredited and stuff?
No way. He doesn't even have his welding ticket.
Welding license. Yeah, that's true. Here you go, Gerard.
Home
69.12 kilograms.
Wait,
So call it
per sheet?
per sheet. So call it 70 kilo.
Considerably chucked it. Well, including I've got some bar in there.
Heavy, but not crazy heavy.
Yeah, it's lighter than I thought. Like, it kind of kept me up at night, stressing about how I was going to get it around the back of the house, because I can hide it over the fence, but there's a tree in the way. So unless we helicopter, it's going to be...
Works. I've done it before.
It would be pretty exciting to see a glistening, shiny cube flying through the air.
I wonder if they'd be allowed to do it. It'd be like shooting like sun ray lasers off the reflection.
Like a strobe light?
Oh,
just like burns a giant arc through.
You should get it up and running for the Christmas party. Park it there.
We should do like a helicopter disco ball or something.
Yeah.
Like fly around with a giant disco ball.
Slash sauna.
Disco ball sauna. Yeah, so spray foam and then vapor barrier and then cavity behind your cedar, like a 10 mil cavity.
Oh, yeah.
And then you have a drying vent, which is up high. And then you have your main exit vent, which is down like relatively low, by maybe 500 mil off the ground. Yeah, I've been watching too many passionate sauna operators on YouTube, learning about where to put vents. But your air intake is directly over top of your heater. So then
so it pushes the air
fresh
around.
air from the fire runs on the heater. So the heat that you're breathing in is ideally oxygenated air.
Interesting.
Because if your air intake was just down low and your exit vent is down low, that cold air is just going to run straight out. I mean, you would probably start to feel a bit faint.
I'm going to come and pick your brains. I haven't wanted to hydroform one, but I've wanted to build my own sauna for ages.
There's sauna maestro after this, man.
In a world where design speaks louder than words, what story does your space tell? At Ortex Acoustics, they believe great design is more than aesthetics. Every product they create strikes a perfect balance between form, function, and sustainability, made to enhance how a space sounds, looks, and feels. From using recycled materials to pioneering carbon-negative wool, their commitment is to help you shape environments that inspire people and respect the planet. Explore the future of acoustics design at ortexacoustics.co.nz.
Nice. Oh, are you guys finishing with a bang this year?
Yeah. No, it's like the hard ramp up to the end of the year, right? Like it's crazy busy, but then you look at your calendar and there's a lot of social activities going on as well. It kind of adds to the stress.
I've got none.
No Resine party though.
You have so many social activities.
Well, we just live in a social community here in Lyle Bay.
Yeah, I'd love to get down there before I head back to Paris. It's like a month's time now, so time's a ticking, really.
We've got a big chunky stack of parrot dog credits to work through.
I could come down. I could squeeze it in. I literally have no... Wait, we check your calendar. You probably don't have any days available.
I've got some weekends available.
Which days?
Well, yeah, I've got no plans. Christmas party at some point, but other than that, I'm chill. I'll come down. Yep.
Can we get a... just quickly back to the sauna, Gerard. Can we get a test run before it ships out?
With P-Dog?
With some P-Dogs?
Beers and saunas?
Beers and saunas.
We could do an episode from inside the sauna, progressively getting sweatier and sweatier. Actually, that's just a good format.
We'll set up a cold plunge next door. Be in and out.
It smells delicious. I had all these cedar samples beside me. I was thinking about hemlock because it's quite a pretty wood and a little bit lighter. So we're trying to go for that chill, calming look. But sitting beside a cedar sample for a week kind of won me over.
Just smells too good. Is there any rules as to what like timber, I assume other than being dimensionally stable, that you can use?
Maybe rules of thumb. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, anything that's going to not last in high, like moist areas, like untreated.
You want to do some
good pine.
Probably.
Well, you probably want to use MDF.
Yeah, you probably don't want to use MDF.
Some of that high quality
particle board.
As soon as you turn the sauna on, the walls just melt.
Wax. Who was the guy who made the wax building? Was that Alex Chinook? The guy who made the building with the facade falling off? Artist, different, wrong crowd. But I'm pretty sure it was him that made a building out of wax. Every brick and everything made out of wax. And then he just left it to like slip
down, yeah. Alex Chinook.
An entire building made out of wax.
Did he live in it?
It's cool.
Yeah, if you light a candle, Yeah, Wax House. People have done some epic things though. You should see the boat that he's just done. I think it's one of those canal boats in London or somewhere in the UK. But he's done like a loop with it. The guy's probably one of my favourite sculptors, I reckon.
Yo, that's sick.
Oh, it's way bigger than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Oh, it works at scale. Like it's amazing.
Way bigger. It's
Pretty incredible work.
like,
That's a real mashup. That's a real coming together of art and architecture.
Yeah. And if you look, Google in another tab, Irwin Fat House. Sure, whatever way you spell that, Google will figure that one out.
This is great podcast content when we're just Googling things that people can't see.
We've been describing it though. Wax House.
Do you say wax house or fat house? All I've got is fat burning supplements. That's all that's come up for me.
It's Fat House.
I spelled Irwin wrong. That's sick. It looks like a Michelin Man house or like maybe a snowman's house.
Yeah. Like this guy was probably partial reason why I want to do a hydroformed house, this building.
What's his made out of?
It's brilliant. I think just like stucco. It'll just be plaster of paint. It'll be film props. Yeah. Which, I don't know. It's twofold. Sorry, I'm always ranting about hydroforming. I think the appeal to me is twofold, like the conceptual, interesting art element of, yay, fat, shiny building. But then so much of architecture now is like decorating a structure. You build it out of timber and you clad it. You kind of have to go back to like stone to when cladding and structure were one. Whereas hydroforming is cladding and structure as one. Because as soon as you distort the steel, you get all that added strength. So that's my big architectural rant on why hydroforming's
Purest form.
Yeah, it's pure architecture. It is structure and architecture.
It's like that conversation we had with Joel Ben, and we were saying it'd be funny if the project started with the engineer.
Yeah.
And then the architect, and then the architect had to work around that.
Yeah, he wasn't for it though. Yeah. Would be interesting experiment for sure.
I mean, in a way, it's what Gerard does.
Just an exploration of different structural methods. Like, what could you reinvent that's still strong? But
his whole thing was not about
starting with the artist.
His whole thing was not about reinvention. It was about using tried and tested systems, but in innovative ways. Which I actually like that approach. There's no reason to try and have to reinvent everything. Just be creative with the tools that you have.
Yeah, which is classic. Glenn Murcutt using cheap materials to make beautiful buildings for the joy of carpet.
It's not even cheap. It's not even cheap materials. It's like, why don't we build arches with keystones anymore? Why have we had to reinvent structural systems that work really well?
Yeah,
I'd love to see a good keystone arch. Earthquakes.
Yeah, but we don't even build arches with brick anymore.
Why not? We should do more.
We build them with
cloisters
timber and put brick on them.
Where the
brick
cloisters
is the
at?
biggest cop out, really. Yeah.
Get to a pottery. My first introduction to Driving Creek was rebuilding a arched brick roof. So somebody had built like the brick curve structure that you then pull out after you've made the archway.
Oh yeah.
And then all the bricks, we were just rebuilding one, so one that like slopped in a little bit. But all the bricks had that little angle to them. So they were all keystones, as opposed to like this. It's super common in pottery kilns anyway. Maybe just kilns, because I guess you need that thermal expansion, so you need it to be able to move around. So it's still a pretty strict requirement of the structure. Whereas maybe not in a building, you don't really want your arch to move around too much.
Yes and no, though. Like a little bit of ductility. It helps with to a degree. Helps with the earthquakes.
Yeah, what was that New Zealand structural experiment a while ago, I'm pretty sure, where they had some timber and then just a big tension rope. I think they just used strops. I mean, it was relatively well-sized.
It won an award 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's a good example of
It was a small projects award.
texture and structure. Structure being tied to architecture.
Yeah, Whare Mimiru, I think.
Yeah,
Is
the
that
one
the one you mean?
The photos are just out in a paddock. Yeah, I assume they had like a shaken test bed mechanism for it. Science. Who knew? Who knew it was so exciting?
This episode's going to be a nightmare to edit.
No, just don't edit. Freeform. It's such a good rambling waffle that somebody driving along, somebody's about, right now, somebody's driving home from see the family. They're just mindless waffle with the odd.
They tensioned it with sailing winches. Yeah, it's essentially like a triangular arch. It's pretty sick. Nah architecture. Jeremy Treadwell. Anyway, it's cool. New systems. Don't use new systems.
Use new systems. Don't use new systems. Well, I don't think either of these ideas we're talking about are new. Hydroforming's probably been done for a long time.
Would you consider living in a hydroformed house though, Gerard? Something
Definitely.
about it. Yeah. That was a loaded question. Of course you would.
It's like it's a dream.
Sorry, get to your point before I.
I mean, just like, I don't know. I can't shake the feeling that it's like going to madly overheat or something like that. You know,
Well,
it's going to heat up like an oven.
It'll be rife with problems, but it'll look cool.
It'll definitely look cool.
Isn't all the best architecture ultimately bad, functionally anyway?
it seems to be all the celebrated ones are riddled with problems. Falling Water's getting rebuilt as we speak.
Yeah, the whole modernism era is full of just terrible
that was
construction.
built on a river though, so that never helps.
Destroy the world.
Have you heard that story about, I can't remember what home it's not Falling Water, it's a different home, but that story of Frank Lloyd Wright, where finished a house for the clients and it was quite recently after they'd moved in anyway, and they're having a big dinner party and it was raining outside and the roof started leaking. This was like 3 months after they'd moved in and it was dripping on the dining table. They called up Frank Lloyd Wright and they're like, just built this brand new house, roof's leaking. What are you going to do about it? And he just goes, put a bucket under it, hangs up. Brilliant.
Yep.
How many of his projects did he do site admin for?
God knows.
A few of them, he just drew them and then bugger off.
That seemed to be the way back in the day. You just, like, the creative aspect of the profession was far more celebrated and prevalent than the admin side. And now it seems to be all about doing the admin side.
Yeah, now you go to lectures and people ask admin questions. What timekeeping software do you use? Can't we talk about my design?
Google Sheets.
I wish someone would just come along and... there's definitely a podcast on internal systems, though, I reckon
You'd have those pretty dialed. You'd have those pretty dialed, wouldn't you, Ben?
I've got some, but like I need time. I need time to spend on making more, which is, I'm going to make another one tomorrow. That's why it was kind of like fresh in my mind. But man, it's a lot of admin. And then most of them never work. As in, like, you don't end up using it. You just don't end up doing it again.
What do you...
Like you have been for the last...
So what are you building tomorrow, though? Like, what program are you building tomorrow?
No, like literally just like a classic kind of Google form to spreadsheet setup to track day works or variations or, site stuff.
That's the interesting thing, though. There's so many specialist softwares. God, this conversation's gone everywhere. Anyway, there's so many specialist softwares.
Yeah, they're so expensive, though.
Yeah, exactly. That's it, right? They're so expensive. Actually, Google Forms and Sheets
it's a winner.
Do so much work for you. Like, that's all we use. Like, okay, we're tiny and it's quite easy to, manage 3 people's times and outputs and stuff. But even if we were bigger, I can't really see there being a better system. Like, it just does everything we need it to do without any of that, like, peripheral headachy shit.
I know. I think, like, a key part to running an architecture firm is managing software subscriptions, like being real selective about where you're going to spend your money, because there's no way you can afford full Revit licenses when you've got a firm under like 5
LT,
to 10
baby.
people. That's so expensive. It's ridiculous. It's actually a joke. Hurts me. It hurts me.
Like AI to come to the rescue on?
What? On creating
better software or just doing the work for you or making it redundant.
Like, I do half my design in the detailing stage. Like, you get to really refine. So it'd be a shame, I think, to give it all up.
What do you use, Gerard? Do you use Revit?
Revit for when I'm hanging out with Ben, and ArchiCAD when I'm hanging out with me.
I'm stubborn. I refuse to learn ArchiCAD.
Yeah.
Well, it used to be the cheap alternative, right? And then they changed the whole subscription system.
Yeah, they're more expensive now.
Now it's more expensive than Revit, yeah.
Lovely.
Well, I haven't updated my ArchiCAD since I got it, really. So I'm not a very old ArchiCAD, but it works fine. I love it. It's good.
Would you ever roll back to... I still remember cutting my teeth on, type prompts, AutoCAD. Would you ever roll back to 2D? There's something nice and pure about detailing that way, or drawing that way.
I think that for like... man,
yeah,
I'm going to get so much stick for this. But like, for when you're like learning a design process, you should only be allowed to use AutoCAD. You can get caught up in the 3D aspect and just waste so much time and energy, I think, anyway.
Yeah. I could spend
Or
a long
just
time just strolling around.
Model making like you do, Sam, if you want the 3D side.
Yeah.
Yeah, could we do models, Charles?
Yeah, I'll go get some.
Maybe that's my New Year's resolution. Make more models. Hey, I might be living in a shed soon, so plenty of space for model making.
Wood shed on the farm, on the wedge.
Nah, in Ponsonby, actually.
The one
The one we lost has come back round. So fingers
Yeah, Sam.
crossed.
Do you guys want to see some models? Proof that I actually do what I talk about. He's a cute little
Nice.
extension to a heritage cottage in Arrowtown.
Nice. When do you name them while you're doing them?
Yeah, this one's called the Sage Cottage.
Okay, like it.
This is
Whoa.
concept. It's concept design for a house in Queenstown.
Whoa. This looks like a
Is this the one?
spaceship.
Is this one you were talking about a while ago? The big precast block?
Yeah. That's what that wall was going to be. It's now just stack bombed. But I just couldn't get anyone to provide me with any waterproofing details to those blocks. I still want to use them somewhere. I just need to get
What is
someone
it?
who's,
Precast concrete.
those massive, like kind of like giant Lego blocks. People who use them heaps in like yards, like service yards and stuff to put wood chips or stones with them.
Yeah.
Those type of blocks. Yeah, I wanted to use that as the whole exterior wall. Like 600
Nice.
deep by 1200 by 900 or something.
Yeah. I don't think you could waterproof it, but you could probably just use it as a cladding and then you just build a frame with some wrap on it and then lean it up against it.
Here's another one,
No.
which has this like hyperbolic membrane roof. That one never got built.
And straight on the other side.
Yeah. This is the...
Oh, that looks familiar.
That's
That's
the cool. That's the cool mid-century house that were
Oh, the
designed
mid-century one.
that never got built.
This is exploit with gas cocktail.
Yeah. And then this one's cool. This one's under. If you take these two models and mash them together, that's the new house in Wanaka that we're doing.
Man, that's cool. I think.
And then this one's my favorite one. This is the Dart again. Not
Square
built.
plan.
It's square in plan, but it's got a offset hip, so the hip's like pivoted out into the back corner. Just creates a cool roof form. Anyway,
Nice.
it's cool
Man,
when you
yeah,
do a
you've-
model and then the thing does get built. Like this is my concept model for the Karaka Tower. I did this before, week 2 of working on the project, but it's like bang, 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 and
Bang.
that's what
Literally it.
that's it. That's what it became.
Whoa.
Yeah, cool. Eh?
That's real cool.
It's quite nice when you come up with that concept and then you manage to like work it the whole way
Pull
through.
it off.
And it's nice to have that little reminder of where you started. That's why I like doing the models. And I always just, when I'm working on a project, I usually just leave them on my desk. So it's just always like that constant visual reminder of what you're working towards.
Yep, I was just saying, Sam,
Come on,
that's
Ben.
my New Year's resolution. Make more models.
where's
I'm
yours?
going to buy you a scalpel for
Hell
Christmas.
yes. That sounds amazing.
All you need, white card, Yoo-hoo glue, and a scalpel.
Yeah, I mean, like my current living environment is not ideal for model making, but hopefully that improves soon.
You can see the cutting thing on me.
Yeah, mine's just a couch and a TV. This is literally our living room. This is the sweatshop of all sweatshops.
Do you reckon you guys will get some bricks and mortar?
Some what, sorry?
That's right. Yeah.
Like office space. You guys have an office? You do have an office.
Us?
You're right.
Never, probably.
You don't reckon?
No.
Why not?
No.
That's
'Cause
nice having
I'm
street presence.
Yeah, I'll have street presence, but I'll always kind of like opt for the integrated home/workshop vibe.
Really?
Too much.
I don't know. Yeah,
It's
I'm a
your
huge
life
fan.
now.
I don't want a lawn. I don't want a yard. I want like concrete space where I can like build things and then I can like also live there.
I just like that separation.
No, I like the lack of separation.
You like to just
Where you're like full immersion.
live your
you're, like, looking
entire
at it.
life in
Yeah.
one space.
It doesn't feel as intimidating because you're just kind of like always chipping away, always kind of doing something. Or
But then you can't separate
know.
yourself from it.
well, I've never needed to, Sam. I'm still keen to
You just
keep
love
going.
your
Hustle
work so much.
Love the grind.
Yeah, fair enough.
Love the grind. Stressful, but it's good. Yeah. And if I want to leave, I'll just, I don't know, I'm spending a lot of time in France at the moment. So does that count?
Ooh la la.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, separation. Brad, your thoughts?
Yeah, I've always done a separation, but I know where I'm currently living doesn't really have a lounge or anything, so I'm not there very often. So I'm either here or at Oogie's or a cafe or a pub. With my existence.
Pub being your lounge isn't the worst. That's all right.
Bring back the communal living room, the coffee shop, the public space. Yeah, no, I would like shit on it, where your separation is maybe a couple hundred meters.
Yeah.
Roll back
So
down to
more than
Southland.
just a staircase?
Roll back down to Southland, Gerard, and you'll be able to get that easy.
Come to Pyro. That's where the cheapest farm in the country is. /was.
So you meant by successful farm?
Yeah. Super successful. Yeah. No, I'm going to go down there this weekend and do some fencing.
Did you buy a farm, Ben?
We bought one a while ago, remember? I swear we talked about this. The cheapest farm in the country.
I don't know if I knew this. Oh, no.
Well, that's where the tractor is so serious about
that's
the
where
tractor. And the truck.
We have too many in-jokes for
The only thing we've been doing it, we put like a driveway in and it took us a month. But now it's got a driveway.
success.
It's like Bear. It's called Bear Land.
Is that where you got the name from?
No, well, that came after, but yeah.
Is
Bear
Land your landscaping subsidiary?
No, it's the farm.
It's just the farm.
It's the agriculture.
Nice.
Planted like 100 olive trees. That was pretty fun. Half of them, I think, didn't make it through winter, but it was fun to plant. Yeah. But we've decided we're going to get some livestock, so got to go sort that. Farm architecture is actually really interesting. I've always wondered about being a farm architect. Are there like farmers that buy farms then literally pull down all the fences and redesign the whole thing? I guess there probably are.
I think they just do it on the fly.
Some of them are just ridiculously inefficient, so.
I was brought up on when I was 5, and we bought a sheep farm. Lots of sheep farms in the Coastal. Yeah, now we turned it into a dairy farm, but that was pretty much re-fenced. And then the next farm I went to was pretty much all re-fenced.
Yeah.
Maybe my old man could be your
farm architect.
Yeah,
I don't need one. The first thing I did was model it in Revit.
Model the farm.
Yeah. Put all the little fences in.
Too modern.
Put all the little fences in and
Did you
planned
actually?
out the gate. Yeah.
But I've got you got the posts at the centers.
I love doing that. Like, I'm all about just like, every house I own from here on out, I'll literally the first thing I'll do is I'll model the house. And then I'll get it exactly how I want it. And I'll kind of just chip away at that over time. And then I'll make any updates in the model. And
you have a perfect as built.
I just don't know what it is. I like the idea of having a digital model.
I don't disagree with you. Like looking at buying this place down in Dunedin, old Mason and Wales house. If we are successful, I'm quite excited to model it because we need to do some renovations to it. And it'd be quite cool to have that digital twin. And then have the digital twin to test things and then review them in real time in situ.
Yeah. And there's still a part of me that really wants to get a proper digital twin up and running. Be able to control it, the whole house from your digital model. Definitely can't do it in Revit. But technology will get there one day.
Could you imagine that? You're like, I don't want that. I don't want that wardrobe there. Someone's in bed. You just
the door's locked.
Switch them around.
Get out of the model and somebody.
Don't delete the toilet while someone's using it. Oh man,
genius.
How long are we going to drag? How long are we going to do for?
Well, there's probably a midsection we can cut out that got a bit slow.
Some of our best work.
Nice. Oh well, yeah. Been a big year for us all, really.
It has.
Yeah,
looking forward to a break.
Yeah. The very small one that have coming up.
New year, new things. Sam moving away. Gerard, you've got some big activities planned, and I guess I do too.